Hello, everybody.
Hey, man. Can we talk?
Sure. Hello, everybody. My name is Atefan, and welcome back to The Altars. If you saw my post yesterday, I apologize that this video didn't post sooner. I'm going to have to go and replay the couple days that I played yesterday and recorded because my audio kerfuffled on OBS, and it was just unusable. So, I do apologize for that, and if it seems like I already know what's happening and know what's going on, and I'm prepared for everything, and it's not the first time I'm seeing it, it's because, well, it's not. But I will do my best to still try to be entertaining, and I'm not going to act like it's the first time I've seen it, because it's not, but I'll still try to comment on it as best I can, and whatever. So anyway, who's here? Lena, right, okay, so we can go through this again. Making previous choices. Since The Altars is a survival game, it's completely normal that you will replay some scenes more than once. Well, I wouldn't intend to, but if after loading the game you will start a dialogue that you've already encountered, we will mark your previous dialogue choices. This way it will be easy for you to decide whether you would like to follow the same path or make different choices. Well, I would like to follow the same path, since it was never my intention to be playing it again. Core memory created. Yeah, so I summoned the botanist because I said I would, and it works. So hi, how's it going? How'd it go?
So, how did it go? Wow. It was something to hear her voice again. I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome.
But she was completely different with me than, well, with the real me, you know? Constantly on her toes, almost like we'd become strangers. It was so sad. Well, what did you talk about? She was disturbed by the fact we're struggling. I'm struggling to build a bridge, all on my own. Also, she was suspicious about the mining ops director. What's his name? Maxwell?
Yeah, well, I am too. But, because Maxwell is definitely a shady character, but looks like you had an honest talk.
Looks like you two had an honest talk. Almost. Oh yeah, of course, you didn't tell her about... No. She thought I was you. Hell, it was tough for me to lie to her. She seemed so distant. How the hell did you manage to fuck up such a good thing? Hey. What? You wanted my help, didn't you? And did you help? I tried. But there's one thing she's really touchy about. What's that? She can't understand why you went on this mission. It seems important to her. Why did you go?
So when I was here earlier, I was saying, I'm not going to tell her it's none of his business, and I don't think I would have done it to impress her. I mean, it seems like with where he was going, he was kind of in a rough spot, and he was just trying to get away, so I went with I did it for myself, and I will do that again, because I'm not trying to change anything.
I just needed to go. Somewhere far away, get away from it all, from, you know, everything, so I did it for myself, I guess. You're making it hard to help you. Can't you see that it's not the moment you signed the contract she's upset about? It's about what led to that moment, and I can't tell you what it was because we branched apart long before that. Yeah, and maybe that's the moment you should focus on. Think about where you took a different path and why. How's that gonna make her less angry at me? Once you put your finger on the problem, get back to me. We'll figure it out. Promise.
Thank you. So obviously I've seen and a little farther even into that of what's happening there. But the thing is like it still is bizarre to me that he's trying to help, because you would think he wouldn't be, or like because you would think he would want to try to figure a way to get her for himself, because, you know, he still thinks he's in love with her, and obviously it's a different Lena and it made up fake universe in his head, in memories in his head, but you know, he would still think he would be trying to do that as opposed to helping the real... Oh, where did my light go? Hi, welcome back. Technical difficulties are just so fun. But that he would be trying to get her for himself, but I don't know. Anyway, hi, what did you want to talk about? Because I don't remember.
You wanted to talk?
Yeah, man. I wanted to thank you. Feels good to finally have a decent meal.
I'm glad. Oh, thanks.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
You'll worry about that in a second. How's your pain?
How's that phantom pain of yours? Are you feeling any better?
No, I'm not. It's not going away.
Maybe we could fix it?
Huh. That's not good. Maybe you would benefit from a proper timeout in the infirmary?
Yeah. I'll sure appreciate it when the next surge of pain gets me.
Dude, I'm sorry, but as I mentioned earlier...
Nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Sure.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Sure. Go do stuff. And I need to remember what I was actually focusing on. But... Here, I will toss you... infirmary. So yeah, I did a lot of stuff and I don't remember what I did necessarily, but what was I trying to do? I need to build the bridge anchors, right? Which means I need a lot of metals and organics to get the polymers. I need minerals and organics. I can at least get some polymers.
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet. All done. Should I take care of this now?
No, you should take care of maintenance. Because our base is going to start breaking in the magnetic storm. And the scientist wanted to talk, I think, is what he said. No? Okay. Let me just give you some more research to do. Get the ALX organics conversion. And we will need to make food at some point, but we're fine for at least another day. You're working in here. What else do I need to do? I can queue up a bridge anchor, so I can have at least one ready to go.
My workplace is damaged. Should I work on this while you're scheduling repairs?
Sure.
Looks like we're running out of repair kits, you know?
Yeah. I see that. My dude is working on, I'm assuming, making a repair kit as fast as he can. Yeah, these magnetic storms are a pain. I don't have a repair kit. No, not the sheep.
Does it sound a bit artificial?
The sheep? Probably. It is artificial. Repair this. Yeah, you can go back to research. I believe in technician to help fix everything. We have all our food.
Later?
Sure, man. We can catch a bite later. I don't actually know when we eat, and I don't think I can actually eat with you, but yeah. Make some more food. Cause...
All done. Should I take care of this now?
No. No, the greenhouse should be done by the botanist, and you can take over the workshop. And is the miner feeling better? Because then he can... It's rupidium that goes faster in the magnetic storm. So he'll hopefully not get too irradiated doing that. and that'll be good. I think it's also pretty much off shift time, so... I don't know what else I need to do right now, honestly. Do we have radiation filters still? That's not what I wanted. Yeah, we still got radiation filters for now. So, I mean... the social room, I could do something social to try to boost people, but I think people are doing pretty fine right now. So, honestly, I mean, if I have nothing else to do... We're still working in here. I can wait for shift to end, but shift ends in a while. I just think I need to go to bed, honestly. Because, I don't know, we're fine. Day 24, the sun is approaching. Yes, the whole base is on fire. My upgraded spacesuit is ready. From now on, you will always wear it while leaving the base. Nice. Keeping busy, I hope. Yeah, I am. I work on our food for the day.
We need to talk. There's so much stuff.
We need to talk. Where did you go? You're in the elevator?
That preparation must feel
Oh, hi.
like a second job.
We need to talk. What's up?
Hey, how are you? Feeling any better after a night in the infirmary?
I thought I was better for a moment, but the pain just keeps coming back. I don't know about you, but I am so fucking tired of this. We have to do something about it. You have to do something about it.
Really? What more can I do?
Just get rid of this damn hand. You hear me? Just chop it off.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not. I'm fucking serious. If it's the only way to get rid of this pain, then I'm ready to take it on the chin. Are you?
Okay, so here, because I, obviously, as you can see from it highlights what I did. I did do it, but I want to walk through my rationale a little bit, because when I first got here, I was sitting here and saying, okay, so I have two options, right? Because obviously, cutting off his hand sucks. And the fact that it has to be done, it sucks, and productivity as a result sucks, but if he's just going to sit there in pain and be complaining and be non-productive in that way, then having the hand isn't a better option. And if it'll make him happier and able to work better because he won't be in pain and he'll feel better, then I said, why not? I'll just do it. So, let's do it.
Okay. If it's really what you want, I'll do it.
Really? You will? That's my man. Let's get it over with quickly.
Are you sure about this?
Just do it, man!
Okay. Here we go. 1, 2.
You fucker! You chopped it too!
Core memory created. And now you need to infirmary bed. Yeah, good. One of your alters is heavily injured. His condition will worsen to the point where he might die unless he receives treatment in the infirmary. Yeah, he's working on it. Maybe need a doctor for that, but it's fine. You're working on that. I still got the magnetic storm for a while. Is there anything I need to... I need to get organics. And just try not to get too irradiated in the process of doing this. And then I can also... Did not get the bridge anchor finished. Okay. That's fine, then. I was gonna place that down, but... And I can grab a bunch of these, because these are worth 8 now. Which is good. Because I'm gonna need a lot of organics, right? Because I need organics to do... For my food. I need organics for the, what's it called? I need organics for the bridge anchors, because all the polymers require organics, and then I need... Sure. Let's get the technician on maintenance, because... Good, go for it, have fun.
We're dangerously low on repair kits.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Okay, well, I got some organics, because, yeah, I need a lot of organics.
Keeping busy, I hope.
You need me to take care of this?
Sure, you can go back to the greenhouse. What else is broken? The QC is broken, but that's getting fixed, and everything else looks fine. So that's actually not bad. What is refinery? Oh yeah, because I have ALX to organics now. How is research? I don't have anything queued up. Got it. Let's get medium storage. And I'll get the contemplation room as well. Because medium storage will be good for later, because I mean, I'm going to start probably having lots more stuff on hand, and I'm going to need storage for that. And it is late, and I am fairly irradiated, so I think I need some infirmary. Day 25. The sun is dangerously close. High planet activity. So night radiation starts an hour sooner. New resources appeared. A new interval vein appeared. Radiation is down.
Come and find me when you have a moment.
I will, if I knew where you were.
There's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
Yeah, I will. Give me a second. I need to take a call.
Do this now?
Hi, Lucas. What do you want?
Lucas, what's up?
I thought I'd check up on you. How's that bridge going?
It's all under control. Kind of. I'm getting there, anyway.
All good, Lucas. Everything under control. Why do you ask?
Well, I just wanted to tell you again how important what you're doing is. You know, collecting rubidium.
Thanks.
In case you forgot, which would be totally understandable. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want you to feel pressured. You don't have to worry about it now if you've got more important things on your list. Just, don't forget about it completely, okay? Keep it in the back of your head, please, for when you're less busy.
Okay, Lucas. Noted.
Perfect. Speak soon.
My dude, I am not...
Should I take care of this now?
Go for it. I am not...
There's nothing more to do. Should I move there?
Sure. Have a blast. But Lucas, understand that...
Hi.
Hi. I need to talk to you for a second. But understand that I don't care. I will get rubidium as much as I need to survive and to build what I need, but other than that, I don't care. Just let's get that clear, Mr. Lucas. Pena, I think was your last name, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about Lena.
Let's talk about Lena again. Always. Did you think it through?
I have a theory.
Yes. I have a theory I'd like to share. Hit me.
I kind of know what the theory is. And I'll follow my choices as much as I could, as much as I can, but I'm not gonna necessarily select the incorrect choices that I know are incorrect, but...
It all started when I convinced her not to move abroad. Oh? Interesting. I remember that moment. Is this where we branched apart? Yeah. That decision defined us. Wow. But it wasn't just about moving, was it? I remember it well. It was a very specific feeling.
Okay, so I ended up going with all three, and only one of them is correct, because... and the one I didn't pick was I was sad about selling the house, because that, to me, seemed so silly as, like, an answer, and obviously, as soon as he explains it, it makes a little more sense. But I was like, he was obviously, like, afraid of the unknown, or maybe he was jealous, but he wasn't, like, it's a house. But, again, when he explained it, I understood why it had a little more of a meaning behind it, so I'll let him explain that now.
Sadness. Selling the house, our house, it made me sad.
The house?
Yeah. We put so much effort to prove that we could give her a good life, and now, the thought of having to start all over again. It felt like I would be losing something I worked so hard to achieve. So, you convinced her to stay. Yeah. And you agreed to go. Right. What happened after?
Started working because, and I was like, I don't think it was either of those two. I think it was just he probably started working too hard. So I went with that, and then, yeah.
I started working my ass off like crazy to pay the mortgage, support us both, prove it was the right decision to stay, but in the end, you had less time for her. I had no time. I was exhausted, and we just grew apart. Okay. I think I've heard enough. Really? Yeah. Can't you see the pattern? You're always trying to prove something, be in control, build a big house, work overtime, go to friggin' space if nothing else works, instead of just taking the passenger seat sometimes, letting go and just enjoying the ride. You want me to enjoy the ride now? All I'm saying is you can try to trust her a little more.
I don't necessarily trust her completely. I don't trust anyone back on Earth right now. I trust here and now and who is helping me, which is me. I trust me, I guess. But at the same time, yeah.
You're right. How can I change that? Think about it. When was the last time you asked her for something? Huh? She's a biotechnician, for crying out loud, and here we are struggling with those polymers. I bet she could tell us how to do it better. All you need to do is ask. Tell her you need her help. For once, rely on someone else other than yourself. I can try, I guess. Good. Do it. You won't regret it.
I learned reliance. There's only so much you can do for yourself, or do yourself. The botanist taught you that there's nothing wrong in letting someone else be in control from time to time. It is a good lesson. You can't do everything yourself. It's not possible. What are you working on? You're not? Did we get my bridge anchor? Hi, you want to talk. Oh my gosh, you want so many things to talk. Okay. What's the matter?
You wanted to discuss something? Yes. That moron who amputated his arm for no reason. Can you believe it? At a moment like this, we can't afford to have unproductive crew members on board. Not much we can do about it now. Well, we have to do something. That's why I wanted to talk. I could fit him with a prosthetic arm.
It's a great idea.
That's a great idea. Don't get beside yourself. It's a standard procedure in such cases. Of course, I'd need a little time to tweak the details. Just assign the task to me and I'll know what to do. Have no doubt. If we want to meet our targets, we'll need a miner on top form.
Oh, don't I know it. Okay. You wanted to talk. What was this about?
Hey, something you wanted to discuss with me? Remember our little chat about success? Yeah. What about it? I wanted to suggest we push harder.
Tell me.
Tell me. Crunch hours. Clean and simple. A lot of productivity is wasted on socializing, binge watching a series for the 100th time, or just pointless moping about. People can work till they drop, you know. It's been done before in emergency situations.
will we really be more productive? And I'll give my thoughts on this in a second, but I'll let them talk about it.
Will we really be more productive? Just watch and rejoice. Of course they won't be happy about it, but it's a small price to pay. I guarantee that. Still, it doesn't sound like something I could keep up forever. No, but even doing it at small intervals can drastically speed up the completion of crucial tasks.
So, here is what I was thinking, and I ended up saying maybe I'll wait and try later because I'm not going to do it now. Because I don't need it, yes, that's a useful thing to do if you really need something done. Like, if you're about to die and you need to get everything ready, like, yeah. But his argument of you're spending time binge-watching or pointlessly moping around. First of all, I'm sorry we're not all robots programmed to do science like you are, Mr. Scientist Man. But having people not do things they enjoy, not have time to themselves, they're not going to be more productive. Having people work exhausted till they drop and is not more productive. And having them be unhappy and therefore not motivated to work also isn't extra productive. In small intervals when something needs to get done, sure. But beyond that, Mr. It's just pointless moving around. Shut up. So yeah, I'll wait and try later.
I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it and try later. Ever seen a good captain hesitate? If you want to do it now, or you'll get them used to procrastinating.
And you're not the captain. Anyway, what do you want to discuss now?
Hey, you wanted to discuss something? Indeed, the botanist. What about him? He's running around the base like a baboon in heat, all excited about talking to his wife. I hope that's not true. Well, in that case, it has to stop.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get her off our backs because what you don't understand, Mr. I'm always smart and I do everything, is there is a complex political situation happening because the company has decided that I can't tell anyone because I'd be in trouble, and while I don't necessarily believe that to be true, as it stands, having Lena pestering them and pestering me about stuff is not helping. So I'm trying to get her so it's not a problem.
Don't worry, I'm only trying to get her off our backs. Reassure her that everything's fine so that she stops prying. Well, are you absolutely positive we need our Romeo involved in it? Those dreamy eyes of his have workplace accident written all over them. He was just trying to help. I hope you know what you're doing.
I do.
Don't get me wrong. I liked Lena. But you and I both know there are things she wouldn't understand. Mark my words. We'll be in deep trouble if she starts asking too many questions. You'll be in trouble.
Maxwell did say the same thing, but leave it to me. I am the captain. Don't worry about it.
Leave the worrying to me and get on with your work. As long as you sort it out like a rational man.
I am trying. I am fairly rational in all things. So, I'm trying. Okay, I did not apparently finish in the kitchen. Or it's being finished right now. Oh, okay. That's fine. And then, yeah, in research, let's get the prosthetic arm going, and then we can research storage after that. Let me look at my assignments real quick, because the research lab should really be the scientist. The botanist does not need to be in the greenhouse just yet. She's working on metals, which is fine. And then the technician should work on minerals, I guess. Because I need a lot of minerals. Hi. And you finished cooking, which was good. Okay. Now let me go to the workshop and see if there's anything to finish up in there. Yes. Okay. So now we're all good on that. Let me also go talk to, because I know what the result of this is. But let me go talk to Lena, because this is helpful. Hi.
Jan?
Hi, Lena.
It's good to hear you. I was a bit out of line last time we spoke. It was harsh in your situation. Is everything okay?
Need your help.
I think I am going to need you.
Oh, okay.
Remember when I told you I was building a bridge?
Right. That sounded very unsettling.
And I need to get my hands on a lot of superconductive polymers in a very short time. Truth is, I don't know shit about what I'm doing, and I thought, well, since this is kind of your thing, maybe you'd have some idea how to speed it up?
Superconductive polymers. Right. Have you thought of... I mean, since you brought this to me, I suppose you have access to organic matter of some kind.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. How about a place you can grow plants in? Do you have anything like that?
I do. I built a greenhouse.
Yeah, I have a greenhouse.
Great. Well, good news is there is a way to get your polymers by processing organics. I can send you detailed instructions, but honestly, I'm worried that gathering resources and operating a greenhouse might be a little too much for one person.
Yeah. Well, I know, but why don't I give it a try?
Uh-huh. Sure. It's just... I could have helped you so much earlier, and you'd have more time. It's really starting to bug me how mining ops are not going by the book about this. It's outrageous. I think I have to say something.
And yeah, now here's another choice that I kind of debated for a bit, because obviously telling her to not make waves will piss her off. I think telling her what to do in general will piss her off, and obviously there's definitely validity to that. But, you know, at the same time, having her go after them is a whole nother issue, because they're already on my backs about getting her off their backs and my back. And then having her go after them is a pain, and it could cause trouble. But as I mentioned, I really don't think in terms of, you know, if we're talking about like cloning law and that sort of thing, and how I've broken that, I don't think that I would end up being prosecuted. I think that's kind of insane to go on when I was doing everything purely for survival, and I was told by the company to do it. So I think that I would be fine in that respect. So frankly, I don't care, and I don't like the company. I really don't. So I said, screw it. Just give them hell.
Sure. Give him hell.
Well, I'm gonna have to deploy some level of diplomacy. But still, I'm glad you reached out, Jan. Talk later, okay? Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, so now we have polymers that we can grow, which is good, because it means I am going to queue up some polymers and some food, and I'll have the food go first. And, Mr. Botanist Man, you can stop doing metals because the greenhouse needs you. And I can go get metals when I need. And the technician at the minerals outpost needs... Hi. Needs to talk, so I'll just wait for him to come back. Let me go mine some metals myself, because we need them. We need a good amount of everything. You finished the arm, okay.
You come see me? There's a thing.
Yeah, everyone wants to talk to me. I'll get to you in a second. Okay. Oh, the botanist is having fun with the sheep. Good job. The miner's injuries have lessened. That's good. Hi! What do you want to talk about? I think you want to talk about two things. No, you only want to talk about one. Okay.
You wanted to talk about something? Yeah, our one-armed friend. I've heard the scientist wants to give him a prosthetic arm to make him more productive.
He does. And it's also to make his life easier. I mean, It would be good. I mean, it's obviously the arm was useful. It's just it was giving him pain for some reason. So it's also just to make his life easier.
Yeah, and make his life easier. You seriously concerned about how he feels?
Yes.
Because if you are, then you probably realize he didn't self-harm for no reason.
That is
and
true.
Prosthetic won't necessarily solve the problem. What are you saying? Well, you might want to consider a different solution. More sophisticated and compassionate. Compassionate? Yeah, well, I was thinking Rapidium speeds up organic growth, right? And since you created us, our whole bodies from just a DNA sample, can't you use the same technology to recreate a single limb?
So, and then it was so that he can cut it off again, because, you know, in my head I'm thinking, and I still don't know, because I never actually got to finishing this up, that the whole point was that he was in pain because he had a limb that he didn't feel he should have that wasn't supposed to be there. So, a prosthetic, at least, is an external thing. It's not something that's connected, so it shouldn't cause pain in that way. But then, you know, he'll explain, and I still don't know the right answer. But yeah, so that he can cut it off again?
Oh, sure. So that the miner can just cut it off again? And what if he doesn't? Look, I know he felt that pain before, but what if this time you gave him his arm? One that would feel like a part of him from the very start. Show him that you believe he deserves a second chance. How can you be sure the pain won't come back? I can't. But something tells me it won't, because the problem is not really in his arm.
True. But keep talking.
All right, I'm listening. The poor bastard's insecure as hell.
I'm aware.
Changing that would be a big deal. And how would you go about it? I'm sure the scientist could figure out a way. He's too efficiency-driven to commit to it, but I know you could push him to make the extra effort.
Yep. In fact, I can. In fact, I will, if I remember how to get to the research lab. Hi. So, first of all, you can tell me about the prosthetic.
How's the prosthetic arm going? The design is ready. I've uploaded the blueprint to the workshop. Get to work at once, and we'll have our miner back where we need him.
But I also want to talk about his arm again.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about the miner's arm again.
What's there to talk about? The solution is simple. A prosthetic arm.
But we could use Rapidium to grow back his arm.
I was thinking, what if we try to use Rapidium to grow it back?
Now, why would we want to do that?
So, and here's another thing. The reality is it's because it's more compassionate. It's because if he had his actual own arm, that'd be better than just having a prosthetic. But then I chose as an experiment since I figured that would appeal to him more than me saying it's compassionate. Because he doesn't really care about the compassion of it, he cares about only the efficiency. So, I'm explaining to him as an experiment because then that'll motivate him to actually do it.
To experiment with this fascinating technology?
You know what makes me tick?
I do.
And it is tempting. But the timing, not so good. We're here for a simple reason. Mine as much Rapidium as we can, and bring it back to Earth. Everything else has to wait.
That may be why you're here. I'm here to survive. I don't really care if we bring any Rapidium back. They want Rapidium, they can come here, they can send someone else and grab it. They know it's here. I'm just worried about surviving. And I'm going to be assertive and tell you we should do it, so you're going to do it. Cool?
I get your point. Still, I'm convinced we should go for it. I'm making the decisions, and I'll handle the consequences. You just do your job.
You seem to have it all figured out. Fine then, just assign the task to me, and I'll get to work.
Okay. Glad we're on the same page. So I shall, in fact, assign the task to you. I'll remove this, and then you can do it after. So you can work on that. Production. Oh, because I have the prosthetic arm now, which I'm not going to make. Because I am ultimately going to go with the serum as... It does seem like, in its own right, a better option to use, to do. Nothing queued. So that's good. Okay. think there's not much left for me to do today. We have food, everything's good, so I'm gonna take a sleep. Day 26. Sunrise in 9 days. So yeah, so now I'm gonna have some time pressure on me to get stuff done. Which I am doing. I am trying to get stuff done. Let me make some food. The alters are arguing in the dormitory. Dormitory's below. Is this the argument I think it is?
Long day, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Almost.
Okay, yeah.
Ourselves to death.
So they're arguing about whether or not to take a day off. One of them believes they should have a day off, and the scientist, of course, thinks that they should just work, work, work. Now, here is my thought process on this. His opinion is that we're gonna be slower and we're gonna lose a whole day, and that's bad. And I understand that point of view, because obviously having a whole day off, especially with sunrise coming in 9 days, sucks. But the way I think about it is that if you have 9 days, right, so you have 9 days left, you can have 9 days where they're working 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You know, they're working these like 12-hour days, or maybe they're working 9-hour days or 8-hour days or whatever it is. I forget. But they're working these long work days, and you've got 9 days of this. But they haven't had a day off, and they're unmotivated. They're exhausted. They're tired. They're not happy. They're not going to work as hard. Now, again, in terms of a game systems, I don't know how it works. But as it stands, I feel like motivating them by giving them a day off and having 8 days of working really hard as opposed to 9 days of working kind of hard but also being unmotivated and tired and all that is not better. So I opt to give the day off, and I hope that this actually pays off. And yes, the scientist is mad at me. He's always mad at me because
No way.
Walters won't be working tomorrow. He's always just pissed off, though, because he thinks that everyone is a robot like him, but we're not. And I opt for the non-robotic decisions a lot of the time, because, I mean, they're not robots, right? And I'm not going to treat them as such. I think that, you know, in general, that's not a way to get them to want to continue working. What do I need to do? The greenhouse needs to be going, and he's working. He'll get the food done soon, so we'll have food for a couple days. And then, I just need to start mining some stuff as well. Like, what do I need? I have a lot of minerals. I'm gonna need organics, mostly, I think. I should also, because there's a new integral vein. Let me do my 2 enriched metals conversions, because that's just some resources. There's also a new integral vein, the whole Luminator follow the weird plants thing. So, over here. So I can do that as well. That's shallow organics that I should grab. Shallow minerals I don't care about. Shallow minerals, I'm fine. So let me go to the organics outpost. Whoa. Let me go down this way. That organics is empty, but this one isn't. There's the integral vein. So let me start by grabbing this. Because that's 60 organics pretty cheaply. Then I'll grab out the Luminator. And let me also work on assignments, because I don't really need you on minerals anymore. I think you'd be better on... I'll just put you on metals for now. Actually, I'll put you on organics, since that's what I'm worried about right now. And I follow the weird plants. Oh yeah, and these have gotten a lot closer now. The ones that are actually, like, dangerous, the anomalies. But luckily I can get rid of them now because of this thing. So, it works. It works out. Going this way. Going up here. Going this way. Shallow, empty deposit that I've already dealt with. And hey, my thingy. And this gives me my planetary sample, which is good. Do I have a drill? No, I can't drill through this. Okay, that's fine. And my one dude is on the organics deposit right now. Grab this, because it's here. He's on the organics deposit doing his thing. Get rid of that. And then I will come back to base. Yeah, there's an anomaly there as well. Yeah, they've gotten a lot closer to home now, which is interesting. I can grab these. Not gonna grab the third one. Actually, I am, because I'm at 81. I'm on an odd number. Even number! I might be a little insane when it comes to that, but I like even numbers. Sue me. We're still working in the greenhouse. Do we need anything here? No. We did get the food done, which means... Oh, we have polymers as well, so I can actually make another bridge anchor.
Come find me when you have it.
I will. But it's already irradiated outside, so I can't go place these. So let me go find and talk to the scientist, though. A whole day? No way, we're on a tight schedule already. Yes, but I'm trying to get my people to stay happy. How's work on the new arm?
How's work on the miner's new arm going?
I came up with something. You could call it a serum. You can brew it in the kitchen, if you like. The arm should grow back within hours, but don't sue me if his mental problems aggravate.
Aggravate?
It's an experiment, isn't it? The outcome is always hard to predict. Don't say I didn't warn you.
I already told you that I would take the consequences. I would shoulder the consequences of whatever happens as a result if I do it.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
No, you should continue to research. Radiation repulsor makes radiation filters more efficient. With enough repulsors, your filters won't ever need replacement. That sounds good to have, and I can use the planetary sample that I just got to do that. Because... Okay, but I think that's my day, so it's time to sleep. In the morning, I can go make another bridge anchor, place them down. Sunrise in 8 days, because getting the anchors down is a good step. And I can talk to the miner now, because he recovered from his injury, so let me go do that real quick. Because I haven't talked to him in a while. And I'm sad because I already know this because I have seen this, but I wanted to be able to talk to him about whether he'd prefer the growing his arm back or the prosthetic, but it won't let me ask him, so I have to kind of just guess and hope. But anyway, let's try to calm him down.
Hey, man. I can see you've been tense lately.
Oh, me? Nah, I'm cool.
Come on. Let me help. How do you usually deal with, you know, anxiety?
Anxiety? I'm not a wimp. I don't do anxiety.
Dude, you don't have to act tough. But I went with you worked too hard to be called a wimp, because I figured that would motivate him. And then be good.
Well, I never call you a wimp, seeing how much work you get done in a day.
Thanks. I'm doing my best.
No, thank you. Dude, you help out. At least when you're not, you know, having issues. So yeah, I'm gonna do the serum, but the serum is extraordinarily expensive. I can't actually make it right now. But I will leave that for later. I have meals done. Because I want to work on these bridge anchors. Gotta go up one more. So I can get to the workshop. Need to make a bridge anchor along with whatever else I need to make. So then I'll have 3 of my 4 bridge anchors. And the rest of my polymers are making... Let me, in production in the greenhouse, just queue up another thing of food after the polymers finish. But let me... I'll just go outside normally. Whoa. Where am I going? This way. So I can get over... Stop trying to kill me. Oh my gosh, stop! These things are everywhere now. But bridge anchor. And bridge anchor. Oh my gosh. That was unfortunate. Did not realize it was right on top of me. Okay. Let me go back inside. Or does this let me fast travel? No, this is a charging station. Oh. Or it does let me fast travel. Okay, so then I can fast travel to the other side. This was a well-placed pylon. Granted, I didn't know it was going to be so well-placed when I did actually place it. Stop! Give me...
Like a good spot to place the bridge anchors.
Yeah. Bridge anchor number 3. Give me this. I'm gonna grab more of these organics because I'm in dire need of organics. And I'll go back to base. So, what are my assignments? Oh, it's the day off. Right. Gotcha. That makes sense. That's fine. I did give you all a day off, and I stand by that decision. But let me work on some of these polymers. Because I can hopefully get this part done. Oh, okay. It just finished. So I can come in here. I'm not going to actually make the bridge anchor, but I can queue it up, which is good. And it is just the day off. So I just take a rest. But we're getting places. We are getting places. But I am going to leave this episode of The Altars here. Sunrise is in 7 days, so I've got a week to get everything ready, to get my bridge anchors good, to get enough organics to leave. So, but we're good. We're doing good. And I think we're making progress. Next episode, I'll be looking to work on the serum for the miner's arm, to get that all settled. I'll get the bridge anchors done. And then I'm just going to, have more work to obviously do on surviving and upgrading and moving forward. But we'll likely be moving to a new destination in the next episode, so that should be exciting. But, yeah, I've been having a blast, and I hope you are too. And if you are, please consider subscribing, because that would really help me out. And, tell me I'm doing a good job, and, excuse me. If you're enjoying it, then it'll also give you notifications on when I upload, which is nice, if you're enjoying and you want to see more. So... But yeah, I've been yapping for a very long time, so I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!